Hello, everyone, and welcome to Arkansas Style. Thank you all for joining us today. I am your host, Nicole Neiman, and we've got a great show in store for you this afternoon. So let's jump in with a peek at what's coming up. Over 350 booths, vintage finds, handmade goods, and sweet treats. We're talking all things Bella Rustina Vintage Market with founder Ashley Norris. And brunch is getting way more magical. Southern Tale Brewing is featuring mermaids, pirates, and a whole lot of flavor to their latest themed event. And yes, you're invited. Bar manager Marcus Graham joins us later with all the details. And finally, it's been a few weeks, but our favorite relationship counselor is back in the building. Charlie Simpson joins us later to talk toothpaste wars, snoring struggles, and the great toilet paper divide. What does it all mean? We'll discuss later. But before we dive into all of this, you know we love when Kevin Shalin joins us in the studio, and this time he's taking us just 40 minutes north of Little Rock to a charming spot in Greenbrier. Berkeley Farm is known for its fresh produce, local goods, and some seriously buzzworthy eats, so we're here to dish on it with the mighty Rib himself. Kevin, great to see you.
Good to see you too.
All right, folks at home, Kevin's looking extra sharp today.
I wanted to get dressed up today. I don't know why. I'm just feeling it. I got a new jacket, and you know, wanted to look good today.
And how about we all wish Kevin a happy belated birthday?
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Looking better than ever.
Thanks.
All right, friend. Well, I digress.
Yeah.
We're talking food.
Let's talk food. Let's talk Berkeley Farm. I'm so excited to talk about this place. I discovered it. I personally discovered it a couple weeks ago. It's been around for a while, and I've been meaning to get up there forever, and I just felt like this was a good time. We're in the middle of growing season right now, and it's only 40, like I said, 40 minutes north of Little Rock here, and it is the cutest spot you can imagine, and just the nicest family that run it. Tyler and Lauren Castleberry and their family, they run this shop, and they source local goods from all around the region. And so you'll get a lot of local fruits and vegetables, but in all sorts of goods. You know, you can buy like chocolate covered peanut brittle and jams and all that stuff. So that's great. They also grow a lot of their stuff on the farm. And I tell you, when you drive up there and you see that sign that says Berkeley Farm, you take a right into their land, you almost feel like you're trespassing. It's so secluded. So it's just a really cool spot. A
lot of superlatives. Cutest, nicest.
I mean, I could not wait. Like I said, I've only been going to this place for 2 weeks, but I was like, you know what, this is a perfect spot to talk about right now on Arkansas Style, because these places are thriving in the middle of growing season. So I wanted to showcase them, and they are not just about like fruits and vegetables. I wanted to mention that Tyler does on Saturdays. Right now he's doing his BLTs, and they are phenomenal. I just got done talking to the producers off camera, and I just can't shut up about the place. He makes his own sourdough bread. He even does some classes from what I hear. And the bread is the key here, and they use local tomatoes. But I'll tell you this, they open at 10 on Saturdays. They're open Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. And they open at 10 specifically on Saturday. And if you don't get there by 11, you are not going to get one of these BLTs, because I barely got in there and got one. They were that good.
You know, that is not the easiest sandwich to make. I think people think it's really simple, but if you can do it right, I mean, that is really something special.
Yeah, attention's in the details. And the BLT is everything I love about food. Quality ingredients and simple. That's what I love about food, and they nail it. Tyler is really great at that. And like I said, you got to get there early. The second time, I went back-to-back weekends, and the second time I got there, the second weekend, I mean, there was almost a line outside the place. So they're really embraced by the community. It's a family affair there. When you drive on the land, you get saluted by their sons and the dog. I mean, it's all the warm and fuzzies.
Tyler, piece of advice, double up on the BLTs for next weekend and maybe the rest of the summer.
Yeah, you know, when I went the first weekend and then I came back, there was quite a bit more people there, but they deserve all the recognition they get. I love highlighting places that do it right and do it well, and it makes me look good. You know, when I recommend places and people go there, nothing makes me happier than when they come back to me and go, that place was amazing. And that's what's happening here with Berkeley Farm. And not just during this time of year, but you know, they're open year round. They do pizza Friday nights. I'm not quite sure if they're doing it right now, but it's something to keep an eye on their social media. So they're having fun. They're doing a lot of different things. They're supporting other local farmers. You know, Lauren, who's working the register when I went, the first thing she says is she's hyping up other markets too, and I just love that. You don't see that very often. So good people, and they've got a great reputation. I'm just happy to help promote them.
Yeah, I mean, cute interior. So you say it's a market. You know, what are some of the other things that we can procure there?
Gosh, you can get everything from like fresh veggie chips that they make, like I said, all the jams, lots of different bread items. You can get milk. I mean, you name it, they're going to have it. We even bought a bird feeder that's made out of bird feed. So my wife Sarah, she doesn't know where to put this thing. You've got this is a new soda that I've found, a natural state beverage, which is great. It's a dark cherry, and there you go. Look how beautiful that is. It's nothing big, but you know, when you walk in, it's real cozy and it's well laid out, and there's the farm dog that greets you as soon as you park. I mean, like I said, you can't beat that. There's tomatoes, local tomatoes. I bought local okra, all the different types of seasonings and honeys and chocolates. There's those veggie chips that I can't stop snacking on now that I have them at home. If you go there and don't leave with a basket full of items, you're doing it wrong. And like I said, it's just it's a real pleasure to be able to promote them, and certainly on this platform, and I hope it just does nothing but increase their business.
Well, Kevin, a great suggestion too. As the temperatures are so hot, you know, take a nice air-conditioned drive up there with your family, hang out a little bit, get one of those BLTs, and bring some treats home.
Yeah, you can go inside, you can hang out on the porch. There's always a nice breeze. I think they even have catch and release fishing in their pond there. So like I said, there's a little something for everyone. It's a perfect way to spend an hour on a Saturday morning or Thursday or Friday.
Well, thanks for introducing it to us.
Absolutely.
We'll see you again soon.
Sounds good.
Terrific. As always, Kevin will be back in a few weeks with more amazing places to eat at, visit, and enjoy. But until then, you can keep up with his daily adventures by following him on Facebook at The Mighty Rib or by visiting his blog, themightyrib.com. Now, still ahead, we've got unique finds, handmade gifts, and vintage style. Bella Rustina is back and better than ever, and we've got all the details. Stick around, you're watching Arkansas Style.
You're watching Arkansas Style on KARK.
Welcome back to Arkansas Style. If you love the thrill of finding something one of a kind, then you'll want to mark your calendar. Bella Rustina Vintage Market is returning to the Conway Expo Center with a massive market full of vintage treasures, handmade goods, and trendy boutique finds. Founder Ashley Norris is here to share what's in store this month. Ashley, honey, I love having you on the show because it really is always uncovered treasure that you find.
Absolutely. Well, it's different vendors every time. Different ones can join us at different times, so just lots of different things to showcase.
So people who are just meeting you for the first time, tell them what Bella Rustina is and its mission.
Okay, so Bella Rustina, Bella's beautiful. Rustina is a combination of the words rust and patina. So really it's, you know, vintage, handmade, boutiques, treats, food trucks. We've got just about everything, something for everyone for sure.
And where do you curate all of these things from?
So these exhibitors are coming from all over the country. They're traveling in, I know we at least have 10 states represented at this event, and they're coming in bringing their things that they've found. They've scoured the country finding different finds, whether they're finding things or making things, they're finding it and bringing it to us.
Yeah, I mean, folks at home, I mean, think about how exciting this is. So imagine you've got vendors from all across the country bringing treasures that they have found all across the country, and now it's your turn to find it from them.
Right.
Okay, and like you say, there's also some handmade things.
Yes.
So today you brought in a beautiful collection. You know I'm loving the fashion.
Oh, yes.
But let's start at your end because
Yes.
this is something really unique and different.
So Mr. Smith is actually one of our local people. He actually lives in Conway, and he makes these beautiful pieces. This piece right here has over 6,000 little pieces of wood. There's 4 different types of wood here used. And it took him a very long time to do it, but it's like you can see over 6,000 pieces that he just intricately put in this piece. It's gorgeous.
All right, Randy, hold that shot. Folks at home, stop what you are doing and look at your TV screen. Kevin is getting an incredible picture of this handmade art. An actual human being did this. I mean, a lot of times we're buying all this stuff and it's manufactured, mass-produced. This is a one-of-a-kind creation from one of our very own here in Arkansas.
A local artist, and I believe he said it took him 4 months to do this one. So it's incredible how much detail that he put into his work.
It's breathtaking, and imagine what it looks like even in person. What's next to it?
And then this is a very large vase that he made. I think he said this one took him a couple months to make, but it's over, what was it, 1,600 pieces that was made. He gave me pictures. He puts detailed paperwork with each one of these and gets a certificate of authenticity with everything you get. And he showed me some of the stuff for these pieces, and it was incredible, the pictures on how this one was made. And it's really nice. It's just coming to the show and talking to these exhibitors, you learn so much in just how things are made. So it's more than just, oh, you're just buying things. You're learning kind of the craft and where it comes from.
That's an excellent point too, because you are meeting people, you know, that are actually bringing in these treasures and some of these handmade things.
Over 200 exhibitors are coming together for this weekend, and you can learn so much, even from where they're living, what they're finding, how they found it, the stories behind it. It really, it's more than just shopping, for sure.
Yeah, and I just learned a little bit from an interior decorator about how to shop for vintage, and talking to the curator, you know, that found these things is one of the ways of learning some of the treasure.
And it just adds to your story. When someone's like, oh, look, that's so cool, you can say, oh, well, this came from XYZ. And it's like, it just adds to your home and just the fun stories.
I just couldn't be more excited right now. All right, well, let's continue on through the table. What else did you bring?
So I always bring Pyrex. We've got the guys coming back. They do this huge spread of probably one of the largest collections of Pyrex, Viking glass Blinko, you know, all these different mid-century modern patterns that's so hot right now. We will have a huge selection of it at the show, so it's always fun to bring those and show them off.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful. This colored glass is something really special. Lo was saying this is like a genie in the bottle.
Oh, yes.
What's going to appear? Okay, so also you've got some incredible fashion and jewelry. What's happening with this?
So I don't feature our boutique section often, but I was able to get some of these items to show off. We have a whole section that's dedicated just for boutiques, and like this is going to be one lady who will have like a hat bar, and so you can pick out the charms, and then she'll create the necklaces, bracelets, and like the fedora hats. She'll embellish that for you while you shop. And it's just one of those neat trends right now to have a custom fedora hat. So that's something that we'll be offering. We have multiple different hat bars, from the trucker hat bars to the fedora hats and other different custom things you can have made.
Oh, again, so exciting. Okay, and also, wow.
And so these are authentic vintage fashion. You know, the vintage hats have always been in style, and this one of our exhibitors will bring, she has a whole selection. She says she's bringing all new, old, vintage hats to the show. And then, of course, I brought the Vera scarf because, you know, we got vintage clothing at the event as well.
Yeah. Again, it really is a treasure that you can't find just in every store that you're shopping. This is coming from across the country. People are really spending their time and effort to dig up these treasures and bring them to you. All right, let's go over the event details.
Absolutely. So we'll be at the Conway Expo Center this weekend. We'll be filling the Expo Center, the Event Center, and the Pavilion with all these things. We'll have food trucks. We have like over 6 food trucks signed up, and we'll be there Friday and Saturday from 9 to 5, and then Sunday from 11 to 4.
Yeah, and something I always like to highlight is that, again, we're talking about one-of-a-kind pieces that are coming from, vintage places from across the country. You want to get there first and fast because when it's gone, it's gone.
Yes, and that reminds me, I do need to mention the admission. So it's $10 on Friday and Saturday, and then it's $5 on Sunday. But you come once and take a selfie with our selfie station. You can come and go all weekend.
Oh, fantastic. And, of course, Ashley has curated some food for you so you don't go home hungry throughout the day.
Yes, some of the best food trucks, some of are, championship winning food trucks. So yeah, come by and come hungry. We'll feed you. We got coffee too and different drinks. Dirty sodas, I guess, is a new thing. We will have a couple food trucks doing that too. So we've got all the things.
Okay, folks at home, bring your big cars and trucks. Great to see you, honey.
Thank you for having me.
So exciting. Again, Bella Rustina runs July 11th through the 13th at the Conway Expo and Event Center with even more vendors in the open air pavilion. For tickets and info, visit bellarustina.com. Now don't go anywhere. We're heading to Sissy's Log Cabin after this to see a sparkling piece of Arkansas history brought to life. Crafted from nearly a 5-carat uncut diamond mined right here in the natural state. Stick around, you're watching Arkansas Style.
You're watching Arkansas Style on KARK.
Sissy's Log Log Cabin, it's all about fine jewelry, but today it's about the diamonds. It's a story of nature and of chance and of the heart of Arkansas. I am joined by Jackie Duntley. We are at Sissy's Log Cabin. Jackie, thanks for joining me.
Thank you for having us. Absolutely.
Well, I'm certainly not overstating it, because the heart of Arkansas is an actual piece of jewelry that Sissy's Log Cabin has created. Tell us a little bit about the beginning of the story.
So nature made this beautiful work of art, which is the diamond in the center. A person actually found this at the Crater Park in Arkansas.
When you think about searching for diamonds, most think it's a long process that takes time. But for Evans, he found his stone basically right when he walked into the park.
They asked if we could have it cut. Instead, we offered to buy it from him. And then there became the vision. The diamond naturally is a beautifully white diamond that's almost in the shape of a heart, and then we started to build around the rough diamond.
It naturally looks like a heart in its formation. The diamond's not been cut, polished, tumbled, anything at all, but it naturally has this look of a heart, and we thought we would do the design of Heart of Arkansas around it.
Yeah, I mean, this is what Arkansas is so known for. It's the diamond state, and here is one of our very own diamonds found at the park. And like you say, it is shaped like a heart, and so it is beset in a heart-shaped brooch. How did it come to be that shape then?
So Crystal Kiefer and Bill Jones created this very special piece. We call it the Heart of Arkansas. It's all natural diamonds set in 18-karat yellow gold. It has a beautiful cabochon on the back, which shows that it is our commitment to natural diamonds. That is our philosophy here at Sissy's. And so it's just a beautiful, beautiful, interesting piece of jewelry. It is a brooch, but it also can be worn as a pendant.
It was an honor to wear the Heart of Arkansas brooch to President Trump's inauguration and show off our state to the entire country. I can't think of a better way to represent Arkansas in our nation's capital.
Yeah, if you've ever dreamed about having jewelry made for yourself, I mean, this is a great example of what Sissy's Log Cabin can do for you. Tell me a little bit about Christos and his background.
So Christo Kiefer has been with us since the day this store opened, which is about 15 years ago here in Little Rock in the Heights store. He is from Brazil, and he sketches. He will come to the counter and sketch something for you, and they create a beautiful CAD on the computer and then create it in metal. This magical formula that just creates the beautiful pieces that we do.
It's a great opportunity for me to exercise my skills and my expertise on something that's unique. It's going to be one of a kind.
Yeah, I mean, it is a one-of-a-kind work of art. So, of course, the Heart of Arkansas is this diamond brooch. What is its purpose now?
So this will travel. This, of course, is owned by Sissy's, but we had the pleasure of having our governor wear it to the inauguration this year. And we hope that every governor or first lady from now on will wear this beautiful piece of jewelry. Think about this. This was uncovered. This was in the rough. This was in the ground. And everything that happens, it was brought to the surface, and this man just happened to go to the crater that day and find it.
Jackie, I mean, it is really enchanting. Where can we come see the brooch?
So this piece right now is at our 1825, our North Grant location, but this will travel throughout all 7 stores. So this will travel throughout Arkansas as well as Tennessee and our Memphis location.
And it is all about that center stone. How big is that?
So it's 4.87. It's one of the largest, whitest diamonds ever to be found at the Arkansas Crater Park.
Jackie, thank you so much for having me out. And by the way, dripping me in diamonds. Be sure to come check out Sissy's and see for yourself the Heart of Arkansas.
This is a one-of-a-kind piece that is going to go into one-of-a-kind project that will last for generations.
Next up, we're headed to the high seas, or at least the very least, brunch at Southern Tail Brewing. We'll tell you how to join in the fun at their Mermaids and Pirates party right after this. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Arkansas Style.
You're watching Arkansas Style on KARK.
Welcome back to Arkansas Style. From a mermaid cocktail to a custom loblolly ice cream and even a real-life Arkansas mermaid. Ooh. Southern Tail Brewing is throwing a Mermaids and Pirates brunch that's all about playful vibes, tasty bites, and bringing the community together. Bar manager Marcus Graham is here to share what they've got planned for attendees. Oh, what you got going on? It really works. Hi, Lo, I can see you over there. Okay, Marcus, great to have you back, honey.
Yeah, glad to be back. Glad to be back. Love being
Okay,
here.
always a great party at Southern Tail. What is going on with this one?
So we have a Mermaids and Pirates brunch going on. We're gonna have some treasure hunts. We're gonna have some special pancakes. We're gonna have a special drink that I made. It'll be a fun day full of, as you said, we have a mermaid impersonator. It'll just be a really good day, really fun day, a lot of action packed.
Yeah. Okay, speaking of cocktails, you are a custom cocktail curator over there at Southern Tail. What did you bring in today?
So today, just kind of trying to get that murky look that you would get, that you would see in a mermaid movie or that you would see in a pirate movie, something a little magic, if you will. So I brought some Empress gin that has some butterfly pea flower in it, and we're going to be making a gin sour.
A gin sour. Okay, I'm down. That sounds pretty delicious.
So we're going to go in with about 1.5 ounces of our butterfly pea flower gin.
So, of course, Southern Tail Brewing, you're definitely known for your craft beers, but you obviously have cocktails and wine available.
Craft cocktail program as well, yeah. So what I wanted to do here is I'm mixing this indigo gin with a citrus. Because if you mix the indigo gin with the citrus, it plays with the acidic bases, and then you get that really cool pink iridescent color right there.
I'll say, that's beautiful.
So then we'll
Fit
just
for a
filter it
mermaid.
back into a martini glass.
And you have fancy sparkles on the
have
outside.
fancy sparkles
just
on the
little
outside.
flecks of gold and silver
Just
in
a
there.
little flecks of gold and silver, absolutely. And then this will be our martini for the brunch.
Oh my good, Marcus, I love your style. Look at this, folks at home. I mean, when you talk about custom cocktails, craft cocktails, I mean, this is next level, really. What inspires you to create these kinds of things?
Most of the time it's Tracy. Tracy, she goes all out for events, and we absolutely love that about her. So definitely she challenges me to definitely be better, always create something new. I really appreciate her for that, for sure.
Woo! Okay, this is delicious. Definitely,
Glad
it turns me into a mermaid for sure. Okay, Loblolly's getting in on the act too. What's going on with this?
So this is our mermaid tail ice cream that we made with Loblolly. So it is a lemon and blackberry mix. So really fruity, really fun for the kids. Just like a really light ice cream to go about your day as you're having your Mermaid and Pirates brunch.
Okay. This is perfect brunch affair.
Yeah.
A little gin drink.
A little ice cream after.
Oh my gosh, yeah. All right, this is magical for sure. Okay, when is this exciting event?
So it'll be next Sunday.
Next Sunday.
Next Sunday is our Mermaids and Pirates event, and then the night before, actually, we'll be doing a Live Aid World Hunger donation. So our goal is 4,000, but we're looking to match whatever we get in donations to donate to World Hunger.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, really good. Okay, so back to the Mermaid and Pirate brunch. You are encouraging people to dress up, and you also have a special guest there. Who's this?
Brittany Sparkles will be there. So she will be our mermaid impersonator. We're also doing a costume contest as well as a treasure hunt.
Yeah. Okay, for people who have not been to Southern Tail Brewing, first of all, we featured them on the show yesterday. We tasted some of the delicious food that you offer, but the setting in there is absolutely the best of the best. It's spectacular. Tell folks at home a little bit about the bar setup and then, of course, that outdoor space.
Yeah, it's not something you would get from your average brewery. It's a really nice space. It kind of quadruples as a lot of things. So, I mean, we're a brewery, a restaurant. We have a full bar. We are an event center. People do parties with us. We have a jumbotron outside. We did it just at a above ground pool party. So yeah, we vary in a lot of places with Southern Tail.
Yeah, I mean, folks at home, we're looking at some pictures on the screen. I mean, this is elevated bar food, and some of it is really fine dining. Absolutely delicious. Some of it's Chicago inspired because, of course, if you haven't met Tracy, your co-founder, she and her husband are from Chicago.
Absolutely.
So we've got a little bit of that kind of a connection going on. But you also have live music. I mean, this is really a place to party.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. It's a great space.
Yeah, great space. And again, it's brand new. It is absolutely beautiful when you go inside. It's a great place to host a party too. If you have corporate events, got great private dining spaces as well.
Absolutely.
That you want to check out too. I will mention that Taylor, my producer, suggested a certain kind of a drink, and it's an espresso martini, but with a twist, Marcus. Tell folks at home a little bit about this.
Yeah, Taylor and her boyfriend came in last week.
Husband now,
sorry,
Marcus.
my bad. I'm 23, I don't think that way. I'm sorry. So, yeah, they came in and she got an espresso martini. She just wanted it a little spicier, so we just threw some cayenne pepper in there for her. And yeah, that was the whole bit. So she didn't want our basic, asked me if I could do something with a little flair to it, so I added that in there for her.
Isn't that cool? I mean, again, you are really, craft cocktails is your game.
Thank you.
And okay, so let's invite everybody back out to the Mermaid and Pirate event so that they can start picking out their costume.
Yeah. So Sunday, 10:45 to 3 o'clock. Yeah, just bring your appetite, come thirsty, and be ready to have a Pirates and Mermaid brunch.
Fantastic. Well, great to see you.
Great
Thank
to
you
see
for
you
treating me to such a delicious
absolutely.
drink. Really, absolutely spectacular. Once more, if you're looking for a brunch with a splash of imagination, Southern Tale Brewing's Mermaids and Pirates event is the place to be. You can find all the info at southerntailbrewing.com or at their socials at Southern Tale Brewing. Wrestling with the battle of the bloat, ladies of a certain age, this next medical segment is just for you. Stick around, you're watching Arkansas Style.
You're watching Arkansas Style on KARK.
Welcome back to Arkansas Style. Ladies, are you dealing with weight gain, particularly around your midsection? Could menopause be to blame? Here to discuss the dreaded meno belly is UAMS cardiologist Dr. Jean Way. I'm going to sit up a little straighter now.
Yes, okay.
Okay, what is happening as we get older? You just start to feel tight around your midsection.
Yes. So thank you, Nicole, for inviting me. I'm honored to be here, and I'm so grateful for us to get a chance to talk about this topic, which otherwise we probably wouldn't get a chance to, except for the fact that we have such a fabulous, wonderful host who asks important questions of all of us to think about. So menopause belly refers to the fact that it seems like our midriff area seems to grow a little bit, and it happens during pre, and post menopause. And what is that anyway? So estrogen is a remarkable hormone, as we all know, okay? It has many powerful effects, one of which is redistribution of fat. Now, in our earlier reproductive times, the fat distribution is made in such a way that estrogen helps you to get ready in case there might be a positive result from an ovulation that results in a potential implantation of a fertilized egg that then turns, gradually grows into a fetus that grows into a child. Where are you going to get all the energy from? That energy has been stored in your hip, in your thighs, ready to be called into action, okay? That's what estrogen does. Now, when the estrogen level starts to decline, which is what happens in perimenopause and menopause, the redistribution of fat results in such a way that the fat went from your hips and your thighs up to your abdomen. Now, I want to first tell everybody it's not your fault. It's not because you've been eating too much. It's not because you haven't been exercising. This is what happens. Now, what does that mean? Okay, now your fat storage that you had previously was subcutaneous so that it could be called in and it could be utilized. Now when the fat goes up into your tummy and your belly, if you will, and the abdomen, it becomes more visceral fat, which means it surrounds the organs, and now it's not going to be so easy to get called up, which is why it's a little harder for us to lose the adipose tissue around our belly. It's not our fault. But nevertheless, is there anything we can do about it? The answer is yes, there is. And you already know the answers. And it has to do with the fact you have to, eat healthy, right? What does that mean? Protein, 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 because that's what you need. Your cells need it so it can repair and rebuild. Okay, and what else? Okay, you got to do exercise. No matter what, you got to do it. You remember when you used to do sit-ups, if you ever did, and the belly would get a little sore? Well, you got to do it again. And if you can, you'll do better, and you'll look a lot better too. Now, what else? Well, there are a whole bunch of creams and ointments and everything out in the market, some of which are purported to really help, and some of which probably might. But the whole idea is, if you can do, you need to eat healthy, you need to move healthy, and you need to sleep healthy. You need to sleep too, because that's what helps you to get some of the, if you will, metabolic changes to your favor.
Okay, well, I'm looking for the quick fix here. I mean, if you're saying it's a deficiency in estrogen as it kind of tapers off and we, start to gain that bloat around the belly, can't I just take more estrogen?
Well, okay, that's a great question. If you would like to take estrogen, there's all kinds of preparations out there available, and many of them don't need a prescription, okay? However, what you want to keep in mind is that estrogen really is a very powerful hormone, and it promotes growth, okay? And this means growth of cells, some of which we really aren't wanting to promote.
Oh boy,
so,
not the C word.
Yeah, and you know what I'm talking about, so you don't want to go there too long.
Okay.
So how long can you go and still be in the safety zone? Okay, well, if you can take it while you have the most symptoms, and some people have terrible night sweats, they get hot flashes, they can't sleep, the whole 9 yards. If that's the case, yes, you can take some and it'll help you, but you can't take it for a long time. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about whatever preparation you use, try to not go beyond 2.5 years. Now, okay, that's the time when you can have it, when your symptoms are maximal and you're gonna do better. But if you keep it up and keep it up, you're gonna promote growth of cells that you didn't wanna multiply.
Boy, I mean, it's always a give and take situation, but it's a great explanation for people to understand because, again, as women, get to a certain age and their abdomen gets a little full and tight, it's nice to know, like you're saying, it's not our fault, it's our body's changing.
Right.
And the reason behind it is that drop in estrogen, perhaps.
Yes.
But, exercise and eating well is never a bad idea.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
It's always good.
And of course, see your doctor. Well, thank you, Jean.
Thank
Enjoyed the
you,
conversation. Great
This
explanation.
was excellent.
Yeah,
Thank
I enjoyed
you.
it. As always, Dr. Way will join us again next week to answer more of our medical questions and concerns. So if you or a friend have anything you're curious about, just send us a message on social media and we'll make sure to cover it in one of our upcoming segments. Now, from snoring symphonies to food fights, we're breaking down the little things that can cause big drama in relationships with the help from relationship counselor Charlie Simpson. Stick around, you're watching Arkansas Style.
You're watching Arkansas Style on KARK.
Welcome back to Arkansas Style. Today we're spicing things up with love, laughs, and a little relationship wisdom. Let's face it, maintaining the right mindset is the key to a healthy relationship. So we've called in our potion for your emotion, Charlie Simpson from the Arkansas Relationship Counseling Center, to help us tackle some of the quirkiest couples debates out there. Well, great to see you, Charlie.
We got some topics today.
For sure. I mean, folks at home, if you're looking for a little giggle, now's the time.
We're going to get into some good ones. So
I know.
Let's jump on into topic number 1, the great toothpaste debates.
I didn't know there was such a thing, so
I've
let's
heard this
start
one
there.
in sessions. Do you squeeze from the bottom, the middle, or the top?
Do people really have this conversation?
You know, they have these differences, and when two people come together, they start to realize, hey, we do things differently, and one might squeeze from the middle, other might squeeze from the bottom, and then next thing you know, it becomes this back and forth with the couple. But you know what? It don't really matter.
As long as you're brushing your teeth, please.
But you know, when you face differences like this, it's all about compromise. Compromise is sexy. If you and your partner can find ways to figure out how can we figure this out, you know, and make sure it's not causing an issue within the relationship, let's compromise and find that middle ground. So, you know, love tip number 1, compromising is sexy.
Can I throw in my two
Here
cents here? Have your own tubes of toothpaste.
You know what?
Okay.
That's an easy fix. That's an easy fix. That's an easy fix. All right.
Well, this is a fun conversation.
Topic number 2, the snoring symphony struggle.
Oh, this is a real deal for
It
sure.
It is. You know, you have some people that just have, you know, snoring, you know, challenges, whatever it might be. And for their partner, it can become a struggle, and they can find a quick fix. Maybe go to different rooms or white noise or, you know, earplugs. My parents were married for 50 years, and my dad had one of the biggest snoring challenges. And the thing that they found, the way that they made it work was just teamwork and making the dream work. But what we did was we found humor in it. And we recorded him snoring. We would play it in the morning time. Everybody would laugh. But my parents found a way to have fun around the snoring instead of allowing the difference to cause frustration. They use humor to diffuse the frustration. So it is important to find that humor.
Yeah, and Taylor's got one suggestion, of course, lots of melatonin. This is something, this is a tool she uses. But you know where I come from is from compassion.
Right.
I want my partner to sleep well, and you know, if he or she is snoring, you know, all I'm thinking about is I just hope you're getting a good night's sleep.
Right.
Because I'm not.
Compassion. Compassion goes a long way. And like you said, if you can find that humor, it'll make things a lot more bearable. So number 3, the food fight. Do you put pineapples on your pizza?
Again, this is really a striking struggle that people are having. Who cares? But apparently they care.
But you know, once again, it goes back to the differences and how can we embrace our differences? How can we look at opposites as an attraction and just be able to just figure out how can I just put myself in your shoes to figure out how to navigate through your difference. So if I don't like pineapples on my pizza, you know what? We'll get half pineapples, half no pineapples. I'll try your thingamajig and I'll see if I like it or not. But you know, can we come together for our differences and be able to see that, hey, it's okay to have those differences?
Well, and it is fun to take it kind of out of context because you realize just how silly it is. If you are fighting about some of these things, you know, take yourself out of the moment and really say to yourself, am I fighting about pineapple on pizza? And then, you know, check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Right. And you know, I just work with so many couples and they just talk about, we fight about just a small, I mean, one couple just fought about some trash bags in Walmart, and it's just like small things that could really lead to a big back and forth. But this last topic though, I got to put my 2 cents in on it. Does the toilet paper go over or under?
Charlie, I have to tell you, I remember when Oprah Winfrey had this discussion on her show. That's how impactful this conversation made on me. Again, don't care, but apparently,
it has
what
to
do
go
you say?
over.
It has to go over. Okay.
I posted this on my Facebook, and this one guy, he posted this research behind why it's supposed to go over. But once again, it really do not matter. And if we can just find ways, once again, we have this difference, you know, can we find ways to just be able to communicate? That's what it really boils down to. When we have these differences, how do we communicate through them? And if it's causing a lot of back and forth or a lot of, you know, frustrations, we might have to look into these differences a little bit more. But if you're finding ways to have humor, being able to compromise, being able to accept those differences, then a couple should be okay with those differences.
Okay, well, Taylor says over as well. I guess I would say over only because you can make that fancy triangle like they do in nice hotels. I don't even know, Charlie. Really a lot of fun. Folks at home, you know, take your own test and see what you think. But these are small issues.
It's
now
all about communication.
Communication.
All about communication.
Finding the humor. All
That's
right, well,
it.
great to see you.
Good being here.
Okay,
Been a
terrific.
while.
If these small debates are causing big drama in your relationship, don't hesitate to ask for help. You can always reach out to Charlie and his team of licensed therapists at the Arkansas Relationship Counseling Center by simply scanning the QR code on your screen or by visiting arkansasrelationshipcenter.com. We'll be right back after this. You're watching Arkansas Style.
You're watching Arkansas Style on KARK.
Thank you all so much for joining us today, and to all of our guests and sponsors who joined us in studio. Now, don't forget to follow us on social media or visit our website for clips of the show that you may have missed or just want to rewatch for a second time. We will see you all again next time with love. Mwah.
Thank you for watching Arkansas Style with Nicole Neiman. Furniture provided by Hank's Fine Furniture. Nicole's wardrobe coordinated by Style Me Stephanie. Fresh flowers provided by Norwood Day Floral Company.